ट्रांसकॉकेशियन रीजन में अजरबैजान और आर्मेनिया के बीच में मिलिट्री कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अभी खत्म होने के कगार पे है। रसिया दोनों के बीच में मीडिएटर बना हुआ है, लेकिन इस लड़ाई में इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का क्या इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है, किस तरीके से लड़ाई लड़ी गई, कैसे अजरबैजान ने विक्ट्री हासिल की, क्या इसके कोई लेसन्स हैं इंडिया और पाकिस्तान के लिए, इस बात को हम डिस्कस करेंगे अपने इस एपिसोड में। मैं कर्नल वीरेंद्र कुमार, इंडियन नेशनलिस्ट चैनल में। दूसरी बात, इंडिया के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में क्या हमारे अलायंसेस इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग हैं, और अगर वो स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है तो क्या हमें नए अलायंसेस की जरूरत है। लेट अस मूव फॉरवर्ड। यूरेशियन टाइम्स में ये आर्टिकल निकला है, व्हाई दिस पाकिस्तानी वेपन पोजेस द ग्रेवेस्ट डेंजर टू इंडियन आर्मी इफ ए वॉर इरप्ट्स ओवर कश्मीर। एंड यू नो व्हाट दिस जेंटलमैन यूनुस दर इज सेइंग, दिस पाकिस्तानी वेपन इज nothing but military drones, and reason is very simple। अजरबैजान ने इस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में आर्मेनिया को एक मिलिट्री डिफीट हैंड ओवर की है, नॉट बाय यूजिंग इट्स कन्वेंशनल सुपीरियरिटी इन टर्म्स ऑफ आर्सेनल, बट अचीव्ड द विक्ट्री विद द हेल्प ऑफ इट्स मिलिट्री ड्रोन्स। और ये ड्रोन्स कहां से आए उसके पास? इजराइल से और टर्की से। पाकिस्तान इस ऑप्शन को एक्सप्लोर करने की कोशिश करेगा। क्या? विद द हेल्प ऑफ मिलिट्री ड्रोन्स इंडिया की कन्वेंशनल सुपीरियरिटी को आउटफ्लैंक या बाईपास किया जा सकता है। लेट अस पॉन्डर ओवर दिस क्वेश्चन। दिस द मैप, यू कैन सी नगोर्नो काराबाख, यू कैन सी अजरबैजान, आर्मेनिया, neighbors Georgia, Russia, Iran, Turkey. You see Iran and Turkey both have got borders with both the countries, and so has got Georgia. Russia has got the border with Azerbaijan. Now, I am not giving the details of the military deployment in this map. What I wish to tell you that these are the neighbors and these are two countries, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and there is a location of Nagorno-Karabakh. Now, look at this particular thing. See the conventional arsenal between Azerbaijan, Armenia, compare it. There is no comparison actually. Azerbaijan is a big country. It has got more resources, more GDP vis-a-vis Armenia. In normal conventional warfare, Armenia has got no chance against Azerbaijan. Assuming that both have got the identical or at par military mind in terms of tactics and strategy. But Azerbaijan did not win the war against Armenia by using the conventional superiority. It did it with the help of military drones. And that is what is interesting to the entire world, because this is the first time military drones have been used in such a huge number against an adversary, and they literally destroyed their conventional arsenal in terms of tanks, APCs, artillery, anti-aircraft missiles. Let us move further. I am quoting somebody who has participated in 92-94 war between Azerbaijan and Armenia. And that time, remember, Armenia defeated Azerbaijan in spite of the fact that it is a small country. But now look at this war which has just taken place. What this gentleman says, there were almost 30 Azerbaijani drones in the sky. And what is the advantage with drones? Not easy to detect because they fly very low. Then there is no human element involved as a pilot. They destroyed almost major part of Armenian arsenal. As simple as that. Almost $1 billion arsenal of Armenia was destroyed by these drones, which were supplied by Israel and Turkey. Armenia just did not know this was a different war. It was a upgraded war. They were on the ground and somebody was fighting them from a distance. Of course, Azerbaijan had some loss, but that loss was minuscule vis-a-vis the loss which Armenia suffered. Now look at it, how Azerbaijan prepared. First of all, the point which I wish to try here is that in international relations, your ideology, your anything else, liking, disliking, nothing matters. The only thing matters is basically your mutual interest. Now, Israel, it wanted oil from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan wanted weapons. As simple as that. And in 2016, the $5 billion agreement took place. And what exactly Azerbaijan got? They got it drones, long range RT, and other conventional war material. Now, which were the drones which were used? Israel supplied Harpo kamikaze suicide drones. They are basically a combination of bomb and drone. They hover over the target, and then once they identify the target, they just crash into it. Now drone is gone, but the target is also gone. So as simple as that. But Azerbaijan took the drones from Turkey as well, and this is Bayraktar TB2 multiple use, means it can be used again and again. It has got 4 hard points in which the missiles are fitted. It really played havoc with the armament of Armenia. Now important point is, if Turkey could make all these drones, why India cannot? We are technologically much advanced than Turkey. Turkey had to use the engine from Rotex Austria, missile rack from UK, optoelectronics from Westcam, Canada. India can make equally good weapon system as far as the drones are concerned. There should not be any doubt about it. Right now, there are total 5 countries who are leader in this segment. USA and Israel are the topmost, and then comes France, and then comes China and Turkey. Now, there is a point there. And what is the point? The point is that Turkey and China, they are quite close to Pakistan. And that is where we want to discuss it. But right now, let us discuss what is the role of the Russia. Russia in international arena is considered as a very reliable ally. Wherever they are, in Syria, Venezuela, Ukraine, Belarus. They have supported them tooth and nail, no doubt about that. But in case of Armenia, now things are different. Armenia and Azerbaijan, they both were part of the USSR. Azerbaijan has got no treaty, but it purchases weapons from Russia. Armenia has got a security treaty with Russia. So Russia was bound to protect against any aggression. Fine. But in this particular case, why Russia did not defend Armenia? Reason is very simple. And the most important reason is because Armenia and its Prime Minister, Nikol Pashinyan, right now they don't have the international capital to defend themselves, because they don't stick to the negotiations. And that is why even Russia was not able to defend them. Another important point. Role of Turkey, Israel and Iran. Israel has got no border with either Armenia or Azerbaijan. But Israel is basically Jews country and Azerbaijan is basically Shiite Muslim country. but agreement done, followed. Means as far as Israel is concerned, it is very clear. Now Turkey has got, that Islamic Brotherhood link with Azerbaijan, so it has been supportive to Azerbaijan since long. Iran was having a very good relationship with Armenia, but the moment the war started, because of Islamic Brotherhood, it went into neutral. Now, what are the lessons for India? First of all, alliances are important. We have got alliance with Russia. China has got alliance with Russia. How Russia is going to take it? Independent relationship. So should we. Our relationship with Russia and with USA, independent. There should not be any doubt about it. No international support will work for you if you are not ready to help yourself. Very important point. Economic alliances affect defense alliance. Very simple. What Armenia did? It went into trade agreement with European Union against the recommendations of Russia. Obviously, you can't have the misalignment between your interest. Ideally, your economic and military interest, they must go together, especially for a dependent country like Armenia. Now, for us, alliance with Israel becomes very, very important because Russia do not have any drone technology. So obviously we cannot get it from Russia. There are two, USA and Israel for us. We have entered into agreement with both of them. But as far as the technology transfer is concerned, it is the Israel who is going to help us. So that relationship becomes very, very important and we must cultivate it. As far as China and Turkey are concerned, they are big Pakistan supporters, and that is why the Pakistan is very happy as far as the Armenia has lost, because it looks for the opportunity where probably it can have drones superiority over India and it can bypass our conventional superiority. Let us be very clear about it. Now, you cannot ignore technology. Your DRDO has to be upgraded. Keep a watch over your neighbors, what they are purchasing, how they are purchasing. Each and everything must be known to you in case you wish to survive in the present world. Last but not the least, develop your own technology. Earlier the better. You cannot be dependent on others. They can help you, but you have to fight your own war. Technology is yours. Take care of it. In case you liked my video, please give a like, subscribe it. Thank you so much.